Hey everybody, this is Matt with Texas Toast Guitars.
This is Chris with Texas Toast Guitars.
Welcome to our very first reaction video. As you guys may know, we are judges in the 2021 Great Guitar Build-Off. And one of the things we thought would be fun to do would be reaction videos to your guitar builds.
Yeah, rather than do any real work ourselves, we'll just comment on your real work.
So the first video, I made it clear though that if you guys want us to do this, you need to tell us it's okay in email form. You don't call me, don't send me an Instagram. You got to send me an email and say it's okay. And the first person that said it was okay is Scott Green from Bonehead Guitars. You may remember him as Mr. Ice Cream Sandwich. And he said that it would be cool as hell if Chris and I reacted to his first Great Guitar Build-Off video. And then he said, love you guys. But I don't think it was like in a weird way. You know what I mean? So anyway, so Scott, yours is the very first we're going to do. We are kind of new to this whole thing. So we're going to go to the video. We're going to make it big. And you ready, Chris?
We're going to watch it.
We have not seen it. Okay.
We got wood. We got a template. We got hardware.
We got beer.
We have a design.
Scary. Why am I so scared? I wonder what flavor ice cream sandwich he's going to make this year.
I don't know.
Taking this neck stripe
Nice
material
crotch shot.
cutting these and then go from there.
I was talking to
We'll
Jesse,
need
and I'm like, you know what I think would be cool is if we didn't smack talk any of the guys who are building guitars, but smack talk the other judges.
Oh, yeah, good idea. So what's the first thing I do? Smack talk one of the guys building the guitar.
I may put veneer between the runners and the rails.
Oh, I can say crotch shot?
I think you can say nice.
More crotch shots,
Yeah.
Scott. That's what I would suggest.
Here's doing a little table sawing.
Yeah, he is. Keep your hands out of the way of the tool there, baby.
Man, I hate table saws.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
Oh, push stick. Nice.
Now we're talking bandsaw.
Nice.
That's what I like. What
You
the
can
shit?
activate your Wi-Fi
Ad?
before.
Come on.
Okay, all right.
That's why we're
Like,
committed to
after
building you
the
a
ad,
safer, more secure Wi-Fi network.
Geez.
I'm gonna
We're
have
gonna
to
device
figure out
all
how to
this.
get around this.
Someone's
Xfinity,
already
the future
feverishly
of
typing
awesome.
how to make this not happen.
All right, there we go.
All right, here we go. Back
So
in action.
he's ripping that, but he didn't set up a fence. That was
These are gonna get
You know, if
thinned
you
down.
can't cut a
Okay.
straight line, what makes you think you should be able to cut a curvy line, right?
Also thinned down a lot.
I like the fence. It gives me security.
Another nice crotch shot.
Pretty
Well, but
ridiculous.
I'm sure he's like running it through the
Don't
sander
wait
and
for long.
stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You really need to cut this profile. And then
Okay,
use
let's
it as a
actually pay
template
attention to what he's doing
for the
now.
others.
Like we don't know. Well, we can figure it out. We can
Well,
just
yeah,
sit
you
here and
can-
jaw
you can
jack.
Get all
Later,
that put together.
maybe,
Same with this side.
Yeah.
And then
I
after
want to
the
learn
fact,
something too. I
we
don't
can
want to just be a jerk.
Oh,
get
okay,
these
yeah.
down to get our runners down to thickness. Then we can.
Does those look like are they glued together
Typical.
already?
No, no, they're
Well,
not glued
cut
together
profile.
already.
Well, he moved it like it was glued together.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
There we go. No, notice he's using Type Bond 2. Type Bond 2 is not the sequel to Type Bond. It is a different kind of glue, and people get this mixed up all the time.
More tight bond.
Yeah, it's not like extra Type Bond.
Not more than
Now,
that.
he may have a reason for using Type Bond 2.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a different kind of glue. It's not aliphatic resin. It's some other thing.
Maybe he likes it for its.
It's a polyester. Yeah.
It's
Tone.
work time.
How many Harbor Freight clamps do you think get used on every guitar builder's project in Great Guitar Builders?
More than are needed.
Oh, no, I think everybody probably has Harbor Freight clamps. So yeah,
Yeah. The
I mean,
flimsiest clamps ever.
we
right?
still have. How many do we have?
Nice
We
thin
have
runners.
Yeah.
I guess it's safe to go cut the profile.
what do you think about multiple lamination necks?
I think they're fun.
I think they're cool. Yeah. Now they're not for everybody. Like Dyed in the Wool Gibson guys are like, I want one piece. You know, I don't want.
piece mahogany. Is this how they sound when
Mhm.
say it?
You'd be surprised how many people. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is he doing now?
So he cut out the profile and then he's gluing it together
Uh-huh.
rather than glue it together and then cut out the profile, which I don't know why he's doing that.
Okay.
You know what though? There's 100 million ways to make a guitar.
Save some time later.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe I think he's doing some weird. I think it's going to lay up cool.
Clearly, it's
As
a
he-
neck through. See
as
what
he
I?
machined through it.
See how that goes.
No, I think it's going to be multiple lemon. I see. Well, look, if it was me doing it, I'd make a great big block, and then cut a big chunk out of it. Maybe he doesn't like doing it.
Core glued to the quarter
I
inch
like
tape,
just
Jake.
sort of assuming we know what's going
As
on.
long as
Yeah.
I'm waiting
And
a couple
talking
minutes.
over.
Shut our funnels and figure out what he's doing.
Dry.
Like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Start cutting these guys.
Nice looking table saw.
Oh, where's the table saw?
Shut up, Matt.
I see a joiner and I see a bandsaw.
Uh huh. I meant bandsaw.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I think he's doing something wacky.
I think I know what he's doing, and it's different than what you think he's doing, but I could be
Okay.
way off.
No
he'll
matter
be
what he
using
ends up with, I'm going to say, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay. I noticed he's using these Sumac hot rod truss rod. Those are
Uh-huh.
good.
Uh-huh.
We should send Scott a little glue squeegee brush.
Squeegee
thing.
brush?
Yeah.
I thought this was a glue squeegee.
You'd be surprised how many people. Yeah. So here's what I want to know: why isn't he clamping? Oh, he is. He's just holding it together with those clamps. And you know what he's doing? He's getting it to lock in place so it doesn't go when he glues it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we do when we make necks like this is, and not that it's right, but we make a great big block and we drill holes and put dowels to keep the wood from shifting. And what he's doing is he's kind of pre-cutting it.
Yeah.
What tool is that?
I have no idea what that is.
What in the heck kind of
I drew me a
magic
line
tool
at
is that
half
thing?
inch
I see my
deep.
mom clean the floor.
That's where the truss rod is going to sink to. I want like 3/16 of meat at the nut end.
Neck
a little
meat.
more.
Okay.
16th more than
So he's hedging his bets so that he doesn't have to hog a bunch of stuff out later.
this end
He's
Not a whole lot of
he's
meat,
making the truss rod chain.
between the
I think.
truss rod and
Oh, okay.
Open
See, if I
air.
could hear it, I'd know that that's what was
so
Chris, you know exactly what it's
we
like.
got
to
our
use.
face planed,
How easy it is.
we
to
got our
use.
head planed.
Yep.
So he's doing.
Nut
So again,
placement.
there's lots of ways to make a guitar.
Now
He's
that
leaving
we're
everything
here,
square so he can
big
route the
thing
truss
next
rod
is to
channel
do
on the table router
Flat.
or table
Okay,
saw.
got
Then get some
Yeah.
ears on.
Yeah.
And
Or table saw. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, you know,
Good to
we.
go.
Yeah.
this, and we'll be off and running.
Scott
So,
looks pretty big and
Yeah.
strong. He could probably kick our ass.
I think I want to take back most of what I've said before, especially about the crunch.
Now that I've seen what he looks like, thank you, Mr. Scott.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I really like his ice cream sandwich.
Uh-huh.
I think that he does
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
did see
laminations and stuff. So what's he got here? He's got like a
So
custom
you put a-
jig that he's making.
Looks like he,
putting on.
yeah, he's throwing a, looks like a fence.
That runs down the middle.
That's a
From
neat.
the table saw.
Yep.
He's
Said-
going to do it on the
Scary
table
smart
saw.
whole
Right on.
build.
Oh, check it out.
Oh,
So
He's
he's cutting
cutting
out
the
his-
angle. That's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I never thought of that.
So, but he hasn't put his truss rod slot in yet. I wonder
Right.
why.
I wonder if that's not what he's going to do.
So because his neck is now it's not symmetrical, he has to go back and do the exact same thing over again. And I bet you the truss rod is going to go where those screws are now, and all those screws are going to go away.
To the other side.
I'll bet you not.
Well, there's going to be a bunch of screws in there if he doesn't do it that way.
Next big thing is
Oh,
digging
no,
out the
no.
truss rod.
Now he's going to do the
I want to
truss.
flatten our back first.
Okay.
What do you think of the
It's not
Shinto
essential to
rack?
Do that.
I've
but
never
I'm
used
kinda
one, so I
anxious
don't
just to
know.
get it clean
I don't like
and
them.
the
So-
I'm not a
size.
fan. But
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
When's he going to put the truss rod in?
I'm not sure.
Putting it in from the back?
No.
Putting it in from the back?
With a rasp? No way.
no.
I don't know.
All of
I mean,
this
at
needs
some
to
point-
still come down a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
you know,
mess with
the other
volume
thing
till
is
we
he's
got
got to
here.
glue wings onto the headstock, or he's going to have a really,
Shape it
really
for
narrow
the
headstock.
side.
Also
and
a
then
possible thing.
Yeah.
This will come up pretty tight. This is a more gentle slope, and this is a tighter slope. So It just isn't right now.
Yeah.
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 But we're down to
Oh, look what he has
close to
mounted
thickness,
to his bench.
and we're nice and flat on
What?
the back.
Power
so
strip.
Power strip.
I'm happy.
I don't know why we don't have one of those. I might even have one.
Ah, here we go. Ah,
okay.
this is pretty slick.
Verifying it is centered.
Pulls out that jig.
Well, again, the stuff that we do is maximized for the tools we have, right? So, and he
Right,
has
yeah.
maximized his stuff for another ad.
Yep.
I wonder if he's. Oh no, he's using a hot rod truss rod because you could make that jig have a swoop and do an old school truss rod. Actually, that would be pretty neat.
It would be pretty neat in a doing it kind of way, but I think modern rods are way cooler.
Yeah, I hate one
I
piece
love
rods.
the Stomac
As far as what they do.
spoke nut truss rod.
Yeah.
But
And it looks like
it
his
adds a
spoke
little bit of
wheel is going to have an access between
a little
his
bit
last
wider,
two frets.
not quite as deep. We need to.
That's
open up
kinda
an area
cool.
for this, and of course we need.
What do you think
open
of
up
spoke wheel
for
truss rods?
The spoke nut itself.
From a functionality
Another side
standpoint, I think
effect
they're really neat.
is,
I think they're depending on the
when it
guitar.
comes
If the
to
guitar
getting
is
a fretboard
modern
ready,
looking
you
enough,
have to hollow out
then
just
I
a
think they
tiny
fit.
bit
It almost
on the back of the
requires one of those.
In some ways,
to make
yeah.
room for
But
this.
in other ways, you think, well, I don't know.
If it's too easy to get to,
Look, he's got a little
I'm gonna
jig
mess with the
for,
toys right there.
so he must make a lot of guitars with those wheels.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh, I see.
so yeah, so he's all jigged up to use wheel truss rods. And we're all jigged up to, oh, by the way, I ordered like all the truss rods I could get from Bitterroot.
yeah. So
Like I bought them all.
So if somebody needs one, contact Matt.
No. We've got so many things coming up. I need to call John and Cheryl and be like, I need more truss rods.
Yeah. So
Perfect. Perfect, actually.
Oh, I guess that's actually attached. That's hard.
Now before we can actually
Yeah, all the
we need
hot rod
to
stuff is silver soldered on.
We got it sunk.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yay us.
Yay us.
I was looking at the ice cream sandwich, and it's not entirely a straight pull. There are a couple that are kind of out of line. I
That was
blew
a
up
neat
some
display.
offcuts just
That's
so
good
we
at
could-
making
because
videos,
I-
too.
I'm looking at it, I kind of
what
like
if you
the way
come
that
here and make
looks,
one
so-
for us?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It looks like his location is Lubbock, Texas. You know who else come from Lubbock, Texas?
Yeah.
Who?
Lots of people. J.I. Allison, Buddy Holly.
What about J.R. Ewing?
J.R. Ewing, I don't know for sure. I'll say yes. I've always wanted to go to Lubbock, even though I know I won't. I actually think I'll dig Lubbock a whole lot just because of the history
it's a
of
cool
Lubbock.
place. All right, if it was me and it's not.
He's scaring the shit out of me on that. He's not really, but that's what people say during these videos.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah, people are such safety sallies in these videos. If it was me and it's not, I would have made it so that, and I would have wasted a lot of wood doing it, so that I didn't have to add wings later. And if I did add wings later, here's something I've learned: add them before you do all that like grinding with a hand plane and other stuff.
Yeah.
And then you just do it all at one time. That's just me.
I think those are tips for people that make more than one guitar at a time, too.
Maybe.
Like.
Because, yeah, his headstock angle's gonna have to be slightly different than it was originally gonna be. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So what I did
With that hand plane.
No, yeah.
just inside that walnut joint is the actual neck blank. So I should be able to find string placement up here at the nut or virtually anywhere. And then do that again down here. Based
I think
off
he's trying to correct
Oh,
his-
yeah,
where
exactly.
the outer strings to go.
Straight.
So then I could draw my string.
What do you think about like so strings? Everyone gets all
Initially, I
worked
had
up about
always
strings
planned
have to come off the nut
about 1.25 inches
perfectly straight.
between these,
But on an angled
about 1.5
headstock,
inches
they come off
between
even if
these.
they come off straight through the nut
So
into the string. They
with all
bounce. They,
those
they
things
bend over
in
the nut.
mind,
Well, yeah, and you want them to
I
bend
could
over the nut anyway. So
place the
No
points
one
where we
thinks
want
about
to
that.
put
no,
tuners.
I think there's
So
an
that
acceptable
they
amount
should
of
Yeah.
get
angle,
us
and
Yeah.
then there's
as close as we're probably ever going to get to an actual straight pull.
On it's definitely in the knot category.
but
But like like Eddie Van Halen used to do that thing where he would run the strings up, and like it was like barely touching the nut.
The nut,
Like the
yeah.
strings were barely bottoming out in the nut. Okay, so he winds some of them up and some of them down.
yeah, so like on a 6 on a side, you wind the first 2 up, then you wind the rest of them down.
Mhm.
You wind the last 2 really, really down.
Oh,
Like you
okay.
can
All right, it's not essential at this point,
Some
but
eyes
I
to
kind
breaking
of,
there.
when we're carving the neck, I want to kind of flesh out the volute a little bit. So I would rather have this cleaned up, partly so I don't have to look at it being ugly, but it's really.
What do you think if like the headstock was super thick and you
Draw that
recessed for the
so-
tuner on the back? Like Bruce Clay used to do that where he would.
once we get
Yeah.
a plate on it, a
Yeah.
lot of this is coming off anyway. I just want to get down to fairly
I think it's neat,
smooth.
Yeah.
but I also I used to think that the headstocks had to be really big
Even
and
though the Truss
thick
rod
and heavy, and
is
now I'm
not
like the
in there.
lighter and the slimmer and the
Structurally,
more
there's not
about to
really a
break
point
they
to the
are.
volute.
Yeah.
Not
However,
because the headstock.
the two things. For one, I think
Kirk
it's
Johnson
comfortable,
believes that the
but
headstock thickness is
primarily, I think
Like
it just
very,
looks
very-
really
Yep.
nice. Which is why I do one most of the time. I've thought for a while, even before
Yeah.
looking at doing this asymmetrical neck carve.
Remember back
that
in the '80s, everyone was like
asymmetrical
gluing shit to the
volute
back of their
is
neck to
kind
make
of
it
a cool
heavier.
idea 'cause, I mean,
Fat
most of the
fingers.
time,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The way you hit it, you're not
Yeah,
really symmetrical.
yeah.
I knew a guy. I went to Roberto Ben with a guy who
But now
was
that we're
way
looking
smarter
at
than me, and he had a bunch of
this,
coins glued to
asymmetrical
the back of
carve,
his neck.
Mhm.
I don't think he does
I
it
think this is
anymore
gonna be
because he makes
important.
classical guitars now because
This is
he's
just
really
a-
fucking smart.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, something like that. It's gonna be heavy on the bass side, just like the neck is.
You see his
For initial
volutes
facets,
offset.
Yeah,
I
it's
drew me a
what he was
line.
just
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah,
not
yeah.
much.
Away from
Yeah, that's pretty neat because his headstock
Center
is off, his
line.
tuners are off.
Yeah.
And a little
like this
more than a
dude.
quarter
Mm-hmm.
down here, so I don't want to get too.
He'd have a good
too
time in one of our
crazy.
classes.
I bet you he'd be like, I'm bored.
I bet you not.
No, I'm sure we. Yeah,
'Cause I've never done
A whole
it.
bunch of really cool.
yeah.
tools.
It would be a different learning a different way to make stuff, which I think is really cool.
Yep.
Man, how do you feel about shaping necks using hand tools these days, Chris?
Glad he's doing it, and I'm commenting on it.
Yeah, me too.
And he's just putting facets in.
Yeah, that's I think that's how Ben Crow teaches you how to do it.
Yeah.
too.
I think that makes some
I
sense.
think it's perfectly acceptable and a really good way to do it. It's
Yeah.
not the way I used to do it, but there's a lot of dumb stuff that I do.
Yeah.
That is not the way other people do it.
What kind of wood is he using there on the sides?
I'm gonna guess Mohan.
Maybe this is one of the reasons that he cut all that stuff out, is that he didn't want to have to grind on that maple strip down the middle.
Yeah, but what I mean though is like he glued it up in a big square and then cut a bunch out. He could have enough to do a couple of necks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But for this one particular one, yeah, I bet you as much as he cut that out before, he'll barely have to do anything to that.
Have you noticed he's not using his belly to secure the headstock?
I think he doesn't know that technique.
That's why Jesus gave us big fat bellies, so we could, not Scott, but me, so he could, so to help us. I like to jam my gut into the headstock.
And then not know why you have a sore spot in your stomach.
No, it's got a
for a week.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. I did something. I do like that he's down looking at it that way. That seems like the right technique.
You know what I'm not happy about though? The fretboard's not.
This may become my normal.
Which means it's gonna have. If he had a flat back, it'd be way easier to glue that. Because now he has to have calls and stuff.
Like
And see,
and subscribe. Catch you next
and you
time.
should like and subscribe.
What's he gonna use that cock gun for?
cock?
Hey, take your cock, mister.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like it. subscribe.
It's done. Oh,
Yeah.
so this is the whole video.
That's the whole video. The
So-
first one was just the neck.
Guys, we want you
Thanks
to
for
go
watching.
check out
If you
the
like what you've
Bonehead
seen so far, but
Guitars,
you haven't seen the
Scott
off-the-record
Green,
vids,
and he's a
check
cool
out the
dude.
playlist and consider subscribing.
You absolutely should go check out his page, and he's got a ton of great guitar build-off information. So Scott, thank you for letting us do a reaction video to your video. It makes life way easier, and yeah. So, Chris, you got anything else you want to add before we sign off? You have the same shirt on as I do. Not everyone knows that.
Oh, wait.
We did.
Yeah.
Our arm hair touched. All right, so guys, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar. And if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. You pretty much have to have a YouTube channel to do great guitar build-off, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
I wanna play my guitar the only way I